The 12th Black Crusade, commonly known as the Gothic War, was a massive chaos invasion launched by Warmaster Abaddon the Despoiler. His primary objective was to seize the 6 Blackstone Fortresses located in the Gothic Sector of Segmentum Obscurus. Prior to this, Abaddon had led 11 other Black Crusades over 10 millennia, each bringing catastrophe to the Imperium. However, the Gothic War would prove to be a pivotal event, shaping the destiny of the human race and all sentient life. It was through this crusade that the Warmaster prepared to shatter the 10,000-year stalemate and truly tear the galaxy asunder. The invasion's arrival was heralded by overlooked omens. Around 139 M41, Imperial monitoring stations in Segmentum Obscurus reported high-frequency chaos raids, but these were ignored by the regional government. In an era of decline, the Imperium had grown lulled into complacency, viewing such incidents as routine. During this period, Abaddon conducted low-intensity strikes that bypassed the Cadian Gate, following the instructions of the prophetess Moriana to locate 2 ancient xenos artifacts, the Hand of Darkness and the Eye of Night. Then, in 142 M41, a massive warp storm engulfed the Gothic Sector, severing all contact with the outside world. Trapped for several Terran years, the sector's defenders were forced to fight a lonely war. As chaos took hold, Abaddon's Fleet of Damnation, a vast host of Chaos Space Marine warbands, Dark Mechanicum, demons, mutants, and mortal traitors, emerged from the warp. They launched a lightning offensive, striking over a dozen major Imperial Navy bases. Most initial targets were either destroyed or seized to serve as supply hubs for the Chaos host. Some bases, like those in the Auralian subsector, managed to repel the invaders due to being on high alert due to local rebellions. Another Chaos fleet intended for the Dreyer system in the Cyclops cluster blundered into an ambush by Orc pirates hidden in an asteroid belt. The flexible Orc raiders restricted the heavy Chaos ships and forced a stalemate, preventing them from reaching their objective. However, pirates, Orcs, Eldari, and human renegades known as wolf packs disturbed the Imperium just as much as Chaos. As Imperial authority crumbled into anarchy across many subsectors, these outlaws rampaged, raiding worlds stripped of their defense fleets. Amidst this turmoil, Abaddon moved towards his true goal, the Blackstone Fortresses. The first to fall was the Rebo systems facility, known as Blackstone 4. Although the Adeptus Mechanicus had modified it with heavy weapon systems and void shields, Abaddon used his ancient xenos artifacts to shut down the station's power grid. Deprived of fire support, the Imperial fleet was annihilated, and the first fortress fell into the Warmaster's hands. Above the Cardinal World of Savaven in the Quinrock Sound, Abaddon revealed a second terrifying asset, the Planet Killer. Built around the Armageddon gun, this gargantuan vessel was capable of obliterating a world single-handedly. Its design was alien to all known Imperial ship patterns, leading many tech priests to believe it could only have been constructed within the warp. When the Planet Killer fired upon Savaven, its destructive beam pierced the planet's crust and mantle. Within an hour, the world collapsed from the inside out. Savaven and its 14 billion inhabitants were reduced to space dust. This atrocity shattered the morale of the Imperial Navy. Command realized they were facing over 20 Chaos fleets roaming the sector, led by a Warmaster who could paralyze their strongest bastions and erase entire planets in minutes. While the Imperium possessed exterminatus weapons, those usually targeted only the surface and required prolonged bombardment to crack a planet's core. The Planet Killer did it in 60 minutes, leaving Navy officers chilled with dread. Abaddon then struck the Lucatar research station, where tech priests were developing new ship weapons and void shields. Commodore van der Zag of Red Squadron 202, realizing the overwhelming disparity in power, performed a strategic retreat to the Brinaga system to reinforce Blackstone 6. The Lucatar station was reduced to wreckage within minutes. Despite the warning, the defenders of Brinaga were overwhelmed. Once Abaddon arrived near the fortress, its power failed just as it had at Rebo. Within 4 months of the initial strike on Lucatar, Blackstone 6 was captured. With 2 fortresses secured, Abaddon advanced toward Blackstone 1 in the Fularis system, a vital strategic node with upgraded planetary defenses. The Imperial Navy believed their network of orbital batteries and fleets could destroy even the Planet Killer before it could fire. However, Abaddon unleashed the combined power of 2 Blackstone fortresses.
Staying well out of Imperial range, Blackstone 4 and 6 generated a massive surge of energy that merged into a single beam of pure warp power. It swept across the Fularis defenses like a scythe through wheat, erasing the Imperial fleet and defenses instantly. Fularis 2 was silenced. Investigative teams later found only a graveyard of wreckage. Blackstone 1 was gone. Over the following year, more worlds surrendered to chaos to avoid the Planet Killer's wrath, helping supply the Despoiler's host. Abaddon now held 3 fortresses, achieving over half of his strategic goal. Yet the resistance continued. Admiral Cornelius von Ravensburg remained at his post, leading the Imperial Navy in a refusal to surrender without a fight.